What's up guys, it's your boy Ra Ray back with another very special, powerful, informative, and honest video. So for those of you who have been subscribed to me since my inception, my YouTube beginning, you guys know that I've been running an e-commerce business, and I posted a few videos in the past that were like e-commerce store updates, showing you guys how I've been able to create an online business that during its best times was able to generate roughly $40,000 a month in revenue. And it's been, roughly about a year and a half since I started that online retail journey. So in this video, I want to give you guys an update about how that journey is going. Just because, look, we're elite millennials, we're out here building businesses, and I know that some of you may be going down this journey as well. And if you can get any golden nuggets from me or learn to avoid some mistakes that I've made so far in this journey from my videos, that is ideal. So in this video, I want to give you guys an e-commerce store update, tell you a little bit about how my store has been doing, what's been going on with the store, and hopefully you can get a few nuggets from this. But before I get into this video, be sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel, man. If you are, I know you are, I know you out there watching, if you are an elite millennial going after your goals and seeking to be the first billionaire in your family, this is a channel that you want to watch, because I post all things finance, business, entrepreneurship, and just crushing it and being a better person. So if you resonate with that, like this video. Please like the video because it helps the YouTube algorithms know that I'm bringing you guys value. Comment below, let me know where you guys are, if you are on your own e-commerce journey, or you went down the path of creating an online retail store. Let me know where you're at, man. And even if you haven't, if it's something that you're considering maybe as a way to generate additional passive income, let me know where you're at in that process too, and I'll try to help out. But let's get right into it, man. I'm gonna get real honest with you guys, let you guys know where I'm at currently with my current online e-commerce store. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, so to be honest with you, I don't know where we left off in my last video, in my last e-commerce store update, but things have been crazy, absolutely crazy. My current store is actually not even active right now, and I'm gonna get into that in this video, how it's, where it's currently at. But I think where we last left off at is I had, bought roughly 700 units of my product from China, and it's a high quality product, and something that I've gotten a lot of great customer feedback on. So the brand is being developed. We know it's a good product, so it's based off a good foundation. So really just been working on scaling it and building it. So I really want to focus this video on some of the obstacles that I recently fell into, just simply because I'm new to the process of being in the e-commerce space and running and operating an online retail brand, right? I posted some videos back a little while ago about the difference between drop shipping and private labeling, and how really the drop shipping business model is a failed business model and you have to move to private label. So that is exactly what I did. What I say in these videos, guys, I'm doing it on my own too. So I'm taking my own advice, and I'm actually in here in the field making the mistakes and learning from them. So that's what I did, right? I found this amazing drop shipping product that had a lot of demand and a lot of sales volume within the first month of running a store, and I scaled it, and I went all in, and I bought these units, and it took a while for the units to get here, and then the units arrived like 4 months later. Man, talk about the unexpected, right? Like, that's one of the things that I did not anticipate, is the units taking so long. And honestly, like I said, the first batch of units that I ordered took roughly 6 months, and it's really just a product of the times that we're in. Because I ordered these units during COVID, right? I ordered them back in March. That was when I first ordered my first batch of about 600 units. back in March, and due to COVID, you know, there's been shipping restraints because, you know, ever since things opened back up here in the United States, there's been, you know, a lot of businesses have been trying to ramp up to keep up with the accelerated demand that we're seeing in the market. So that also affects people who are importing and exporting, even the small scale businesses such as myself. It had a huge impact on us. And that alone caused my units, my first batch of units, my first bulk order of units, it took roughly 5 months to get here. So I didn't get those units until June, guys. So I ordered in March, April, May, June, so 3 months. Sorry, it took 3 months to get here. And literally I got them at the tail end of June as well. So it's not even like, you know, so it basically took 4 months. And I mean, that was tough. You know what I'm saying? That was tough because, as we spoke of in previous videos, drop shipping is obviously not the ideal business model because your customers eventually get sick and tired of waiting months for their orders, right? So, you know, ideally you don't want to drop ship. And a way that I kind of usurped the whole drop shipping thing was, rather than drop shipping from AliExpress, I was drop shipping from Amazon. A unique thing that I recommend you guys do, honestly, in the beginning stages of running your own e-commerce business, because it cuts down on the shipping times, but it may impact your margins, which is fine, right? It's fine as long as you're trying to focus to get those bulk orders. I think in the short term, it's all right if you have to resort to purchasing on Amazon just to get the products out. But anyway, during this time period while I was waiting for my units to arrive, I eventually was like, okay, I'm gonna have to stop the store because our sales volume is picking up to a point where I don't feel comfortable scaling without any inventory. So that's basically the point that we got to, is we didn't feel comfortable scaling without any inventory. So I, in essence, shut the store off until the units came back, right? So the store was shut off for 3 months. Well, we'll say 2 months out of those 3. I kept it running for a little bit just to keep some income coming in. But the store was shut off for, you know, 3 months, like I said, 2 months, 2.5 months. And then when the units finally came in, I was so excited. Like, I literally was so excited, and I'm using a third-party warehouse to hold the inventory. Printful, by the way, I think I've talked to you guys about Printful in previous videos. Printful is a great warehousing storage facility. You order your products from your manufacturer and deliver them right to the warehouse, and Printful does a great job at making you aware of when the units arrived and stocking the units, and they also do fulfillment, right? So anytime you get an order, they also will fulfill that order for you. All right, so the units finally arrived at Printful, at the Printful facility, and I started running the ads again. So for those of you who are kind of new to e-commerce and drop shipping and all that good stuff, when you're running advertisements, there's a number of different platforms that you could use. You could use like Facebook, Pinterest, which is one I use, and I made a video about it not too long ago. Amazon, you can run sponsored Amazon ads, which I'm slowly breaking into as well, Google ads. But mainly for my stores, my most successful ones so far, I've ran Facebook ads. And I can make an in-depth video about Facebook ads for those of you who are looking to get into, you know, e-commerce and looking to learn how to run your own stores. But anyway, so, you know, I start running, I turn back, I go to Facebook and go to the ads manager, and I turn back on the ads, okay? And Facebook has had a lot of changes to their advertising platform within the past, you know, year, right? They introduced a new iOS thing where customers can opt out of being tracked. You know, they introduced the learning phase stuff. So all that stuff is new, and it actually does impact your ability to run successful Facebook ads, okay? So when I turned back on my ads, they had to basically recalculate. So the algorithm, the Facebook algorithm, because it had been so long since I had last run advertising for that store, all the data that I had basically had to start over, and Facebook had to start the Facebook algorithms and the starting stuff all over again, right? So all my ad data basically just had to start over. And for those of you who don't know, when you first start running ads for a online e-commerce store, website, whatever it is, it takes a while for the ads to pick up steam. It takes a while for your ads to start converting. It may take a week, it may take a week and a half. It takes a week, right? Typically a week or a week and a half. So I had to start from scratch basically, right, with my Facebook ads. It took a week. The sales were not as good as they once were before we had inventory, right? They were slower. So fast forward, right? We ended up spending more on our advertising than we were recouping from our sales revenue. And it's great. It was great because we had our units in and we had inventory finally, but because our ads weren't optimized, we were not making enough money to cover any unexpected expenses, right? So enter unexpected expenses. Advertising or unexpected expenses just entered the chat room, right? So things were tight. We were waiting for the sales data to pick up. Facebook was taking forever to optimize the ads, and it was just crazy. So things are tight. I didn't want to make any radical changes to the Facebook ads, although I could have, and I am going to within the next coming weeks here, once we get the store back up and running. But then enter unexpected expenses. So something that I did not know was how expensive import taxes are, man. Import taxes are expensive, and if you are new to the e-commerce space, heed my warning. Customs taxes. I've been saying income taxes. Customs is expensive. The taxes that you pay for customs is very expensive. So, me being a newbie in this e-commerce space and in the import-exporting space, I got hit with a huge customs bill, okay? And maybe if it was 3 months ago when our sales was going through the roof and we made, $20,000 in 1 month for this single store, maybe that would have been fine. Maybe a huge custom bill would have been fine. But during this time period where sales were slow, the ads weren't optimized, us getting that customs bill was terrible, okay? So we got hit with a big customs bill for our first batch that we're still paying on. And then we got hit with another customs bill for our second batch that we ordered probably a month later after the first batch. So now we have 2 custom bills. Welcome to business. 2 custom bills that we are responsible for, and we're gonna get paid off. And we will get them paid off because you don't wanna mess with customs, right? Don't do that. But anyway, unexpected expenses. Oh yeah, weren't we talking about unexpected expenses? More unexpected expenses came up. Printful's great. I know I was raving about Printful earlier, but okay, there are some negatives that come with Printful as well. As I mentioned, they pack and store your inventory. That costs, guys. It costs money. So I knew that up front going in, but it wasn't as much as it was a lot more than anticipated, let's just say that. Printful slapped us with a roughly $700 storage fee for our inventory. $700. And this came right around the time that sales revenue was slow, the Facebook ads had yet to fully optimize. So we got a huge customs bill during that time, and we had a huge storage fee during that time. And that basically caused us to have to pause the store at the moment, right? Because I wasn't working another job during that time. I was strictly running this e-commerce store and scaling it. And that was my only means of income during this time. Now I'm working another job. I work with Fidelity Investments. Talk about that in another video. And now I have a better opportunity to scale my store because I have additional income. So yeah, guys, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. However, I got the storage fee paid last week. So our inventory is ready to go at Printful Warehouse. All it's a matter of is turning back on the Facebook ads, re-optimizing those ads, and a lot of customer service stuff, right? So that's where we're at, guys. That's a very honest video for you guys about where I'm at in my e-commerce journey. But you know what? You want to know one thing? I would never quit, because I will be a billionaire and you will too. And the secret to being a billionaire and a millionaire is to keep freaking going, because most people quit, guys. And guess what? Elite millennials, we never quit. We never quit. We're never gonna quit. So, but that's where I'm at, man, in the e-commerce store. And look, if there's anything that you guys can take from this video, if you're gonna get into e-commerce or online retail, I highly recommend you do. It's a great way to generate passive income. And honestly, you could scale it to the point where you won't need a second job. You won't need another job. You can just, run your own business. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing. So you can do it too. But be aware of customs, man. Customs, when you import and export from other countries, is expensive. Be aware of how long it's gonna take for your freight to arrive to your origin country, especially during now because of COVID and the pandemic, and every company is trying to meet this excess demand because everyone's buying stuff now because everything just opened back up. So companies have to get their inventory in too. So shipping times are definitely prolonged during this time period. So be aware of that as well. But other than that, guys, e-commerce is still a great way to make passive income and make a lot of money. And you can do it all from a laptop. So, I mean, you really can't beat that. But hey guys, that was an e-commerce store update for you guys. I hope you guys got value from this. Drop in the comments below, man. If I know I made some mistakes during this journey, but I won't stop. So at least I'm taking a risk, at least I'm going for it. And that's a big reason why I wanted to make this channel, so I can document my journey for you guys and we can take this journey together, because some of you out there may be building businesses as well too and taking risk, and you get the bumps and bruises early on, but as you continue to build and scale businesses, you learn from those mistakes and then you work your way up to a spectacular business owner. So that was my e-commerce store update. Once again, comment, let me know what you guys think. Like this freaking video and subscribe to the channel. Peace.